What's going on, guys, and welcome to the first episode of my brand new series called Carrasco v Niang. Now, I know all of you will be wondering what on earth this is all about, so I'll be explaining the series to you in detail in just a moment's time. But essentially, Carrasco v Niang is an ultimate team series where the objective is to go all the way to Division 1 and end up winning the title. But it's got a lot of other stuff in it too. This is a progression type of series along with a player player battle series as well, where you'll see points be awarded to the two players after each game based on their performance, and those points can be redeemed for new players to buy for our team, as Carrasco and Niang will be facing one another to be the best player of the series whilst also working together to make our squad better. We'll be keeping an eye on both players' stats after every episode throughout the series whilst our team continues to get better and our opponents get harder. So this is Road to Glory mixed with player battles, mixed with a little bit of fantasy football as well, and I really hope you enjoy this series. Now, for those of you who may be recent subscribers and wondering why we're using Carrasco and Niang, these two players were legends in two of my favourite ever career modes in FIFA 14 and FIFA 15. Carrasco played for Millwall, Napoli, Spurs, and then Millwall again in my FIFA 14 career, whereas Niang played for West Bromwich Albion, PSG, and Arsenal in my FIFA 15 career. Both of those players were the stars of the show in those two series, and so I thought it would be kind of fun to use two channel legends for this series and compare the two throughout, where they battle with one another and work together to see if they can be just as amazing in Ultimate Team as they were in career mode. So now you know why Brian Carrasco and Mbai Niang are the two players that this series will be all about. Let me show you how the two players score individual points in this series after every single game. The point scoring system in this series is absolutely crucial and a massive part of the series, so make sure you pay attention. Okay, so if Carrasco or Niang score a goal, they're given 4 points. If they get an assist, they get 3 points. However, as Carrasco plays in midfield, he can pick up an extra 1 point if we keep a clean sheet, and if either player gets a 9.0 rating or higher in a game, they're given 1 bonus point. So an example here to help things seem a little bit easier for you. Let's say we win the first game 3-0 and Niang scores 2 goals and gets a 9.0 rating, whilst Carrasco scores 1 goal and gets 1 assist. Niang will be awarded 9 points for the game. 8 points for 2 goals, that's 4 for each goal, and 1 extra point for the 9.0 high rating. Carrasco will be awarded 8 points, 4 for the goal, 3 for the assist, and 1 for the clean sheet. That means Niang beat Carrasco in that game, but it's not all about competition, because despite being against one another in the stats, they also work together for the team by redeeming their combined points. So after this game, we had 9 and 8 together, and they raised 17 points together. How do we redeem those points? You'll see in just a moment's time. Some brief additional info before we move on though. Firstly, only Carrasco is eligible for the clean sheet as he plays in midfield, if that's why you were wondering. He may play as a right winger in some games, but he can still get that bonus point. This makes it a lot fairer as well, due to the fact he's handicapped with Niang being our main goal threat and several ratings higher. So you may think that Carrasco has a disadvantage being a silver, Niang being a gold, and him playing in midfield with Niang being up top, but that bonus point for the clean sheet could end up making all the difference come the end of this series, and also when we compare the total points episode after episode. Also, each player can be made captain once per season. Captains score double points individually for that game. So an example here, if Niang was captain during a game where he scored 1 goal and got 1 assist, instead of getting 7 points, he'd actually end up with 14. That's why we'll need to make those captain games count, as we only get 1 per player per season. So how do you redeem those points, you ask? Well, let me tell you. Each game the players combine for 10 points, we can buy a new bronze player for our team. Each game the players combine for 15 points, we can buy a new silver player for our team. And each game the players combine for 20 points, we can buy a new goal player. This means that we can't just go out straight away and buy a full gold team for Carrasco and Niang, and it makes this series a lot harder as well. We have to really earn those gold players by great combined performances from our two legends. This is why, despite the fact it's a player battle series, the players also work together as well for the good of the team. We can store our rewards if we're saving for a better player as well. So for example, if the two players score 20 points together in a game, but I didn't want to buy a gold player straight away, we can save it for a later date and then purchase a player when we're ready. Now let's take a look at the rules of the series as well. No FIFA point purchases are allowed at any point throughout this entire series. If I want to buy packs, I need to use my coins or just redeem any free ones that may be given to us from EA for whatever reason. Training cards can only be used if the player has received a 9.0 rating in 3 successive games. This will act like an in-form card, which can continue to be used as long as the player extends his streak of 9.0 ratings. As soon as he falls below a 9.0, the streak is reset and he cannot have a training card used on him until he hits 3 games with 9.0 plus ratings again. And the final rule, I think, is a really fun one which could make things extremely tense if it ever came down to this. If Carrasco or Niang go 5 games without a goal or an assist, we must quick sell our highest rated player, excluding Niang or Carrasco. So even if we packed or purchased a really high rated player, a barren run of form from the 2 players combined would mean that we'd have to quick sell them with no exceptions. That could make any game 5s where the pair haven't scored or assisted in the previous 4 extremely nerve-wracking, knowing that our highest rated player is on the line. Now you may be wondering how we'll keep track of the stats. Well, at the end of each episode you'll see this screen. Here you can see the 2 players' individual stats side by side to see what player is currently on top. From top to bottom you'll be able to compare games played, goals scored, assists, bonus points received for 9.0 plus ratings, captain wins, so how many times the players won with a team when they were the captain, games where they had more points than their rival, and total points accumulated throughout the entire series. This means you'll see who is on top in the individual stats at the end of each episode and who is currently leading the way in terms of total points throughout the series. So that is basically that, guys. If you're still a little bit confused, then feel free to leave a comment and I or someone else will try to help you out and explain things clearer, but otherwise there's only one thing left to decide now. Who do you think will come out on top come the end of the series? Are you Team Carrasco or Team Niang? Let me know in the comment section who you think will end up being the most valuable player of the series. So now this is all out of the way, let's begin. Carrasco v Niang. Alright, so here we go then, Carrasco v Niang, and my Ultimate Team series has begun in FIFA 17. Super excited for this, and as you can see we've got our starter squad right now. Not Carrasco or Niang just yet though, as we have 0 coins of course, but we got some kits and some balls that I redeemed from the catalogue, so we can quick sell those, raise the coins to buy the 2 players, and as soon as we've got them in our squad, we'll begin starting to play some games. But to begin with though, right from the beginning, we've got 2 packs here from the store, a lone player pack, and a reward pack. So let's open the first one first and see what we get. And to begin with, we have a full bronze players pack here. We'll put them in our squad and hopefully they'll get some chemistry, or we could quick sell them all. Actually, we could do that and get 0 coins. Oh, in that case they're going straight to our club then. We've also got a lone player pack as well, due to my progress in the journey with Alex Hunter as well. So let's see who we've got here. Their rating is 80 or 82, so hopefully someone from La Liga, that would be helpful, but instead it's Skirtle. It's the Slovakian centre-back Martin Skirtle, the former Liverpool centre-half, comes in and he could be useful, a decent high-rated defender there, not for chemistry reasons, but we'll take him regardless. So I just quick sold a load of kits, and now we can afford to bring in Niang and Carrasco to our team. As you can see, Carrasco will cost us 350 coins, Niang 2,800 coins. You can see Niang's stats here as well, and you can take a look at Carrasco's stats as well. Both have 4-star skill moves, so hopefully we'll score some pretty nice goals with these players throughout the entire series, and they're both fresh as well. Neither players have been used before, which is really trivial, but still something I kind of like. So let's bring them both in then. Niang comes in first, and oh, I mean, that is just perfect. Let's bring in Carrasco first then, and no one buy this one please. There we go, so we've got Carrasco, and I'll just have to buy Niang again. Alright, so now we've got ourselves Niang. This one will cost us 2,900 coins, but you know what, it's worth the extra 100 coins just to make sure this time no one steals him from underneath me nose. So Niang comes in, we buy those 2 players, that's what we need to start the series, and in they come to our squad. Alright, so I've put Niang and Carrasco into our first ever squad in this series, and it's pretty bad. You know, I'm just gonna come out and say it's pretty bad. It's not a good team at all. I've got Castillo playing central midfielder, even though he's a striker, just so we can get Carrasco 9 chemistry. But the chemistry in this side is horrible, as you can see. It's really, really poor, but we don't really have much in the way of an alternative right now because we need Carrasco and Niang in the squad, and I feel like this is the best we can do for rating and chemistry combined. So it's not great, but let's just go straight into our first game. This is going to be a really tough challenge throughout this series, and right from the beginning too, but hopefully we can get off to a winning start. So of course you do start off in Division 10, you need 12 points to go up with the title and 9 points just to get promoted. So it should be pretty easy to get out of Division 10 straight away. But I have to say, with this team, I mean, anything could happen. Like, seriously, this is a train wreck of a side for chemistry and rating as well. But let's just get straight down to it. First game of the episode, first game of the series. Let's get a win right off the bat. So here we go then, this is our first opponent. As you can see, quite a few golds in there. He's got 2 lone players as well, in Alderweireld and Rene Adler as well. Actually 3 lone players with a left midfielder too. Barami's in midfield. Yeah, it's a poor squad in terms of chemistry. No links whatsoever apart from one orange link there from the cam to the striker. But it's going to be a close game, I feel, with our poor team as well. So let's see what we can do in the first game. I haven't played online in such a long time, so this could be really, really disastrous. But hopefully not, as Carrasco gets on the ball for the first time. Finds Niang. Oh, cute little back heel there. And I'm through to make it 1-0 surely with Gape. No, straight at Rene Adler. And here's Castillo finding Carrasco down the right-hand side. Niang's in the middle. He'll look for him, and by Niang goes for it, and it's clear, but only as far as Gape. Surely this time puts it wide. Man, the nerves are real in Division 10, I'm telling you. Seriously, I do not want to get off to a losing start. That would be so embarrassing. Come on, Castillo on the ball. Pokes it through. Good football here. Niang releases his man, and we could make it 1-0 surely. It's Glarner. It's Glarner, and he's been caught up by Tagliafico. Skirtle through towards Gape. Can I get the first goal of the game? Gape inside towards his man. Surely this time, get in. Castillo with the goal. It's not a goal or an assist for Carrasco or Niang, but at least it settles some nerves as we take the lead. That's Skirtle with a long ball. What a ball by Skirtle. And Fernandes did well to control that here. Fernandes, that's not his name, but it's an easy way to say his name. As we're through here and a possible chance to make it 2-0. Surely it's Fajarolles. He's through. Surely Fajarolles, straight by Adler. Carrasco follows in, gets in. Brian Carrasco scores the first goal between the two of them as they celebrate together. It's a tap-in, but we'll take it. Brian the Beast is up and running, and it is 2-0 to the boys. I really want to get Niang a goal now. Carrasco's got his. Now it's time for Mbai Niang to get one. Good little ball through to him, and that should go through. Come on, Niang. Surely slides it into the bottom corner, and just what I asked for. And Mbai Niang makes it 3-0 just before the break. There's a half to play, but I think the points are secure now. Good little ball there, and my opponent could be through with Sardar. Skirtle struggling to keep up, and Sardar is through here, cuts it across the face of goal, and it's 3-1. My opponent's back in the game 9 minutes after the restart. Here's Gape through towards his man, and Carrasco's signalling for it here down the left-hand side. Can he beat his man with a Berber spin and get inside? Oh, yes he can. Yes he can. Yes he can. Carrasco taking them all on, but the shot is straight at Adler. Sanchez, good little through ball towards Carrasco. Can we get ourselves a 4th goal in stoppage time? Carrasco holds it up with a Berber spin, keeps on going. That's got to be a penalty, referee. Thank you very much. Well, you guys know I'm rubbish at penalties, but hopefully I'll be able to score here with Brian Carrasco. You never know. Brian takes it and slots it into the bottom corner, just like that, in the 90th minute. 4-1, 2 for Carrasco, 1 for Niang, and a winning start. Alright, so that's that then. 4-1 the final score. A winning start to life in Division 10 and in the series as well. Great to see. 2 goals for Brian and 1 for Niang. Good to see them both get off the mark straight away. So in this game, Carrasco was the star. He scored 2 goals, so earned himself 8 points, and also got a bonus point for a 9.0 rating. So 9 points in total for Carrasco, and a fantastic start for him. And for Niang, not quite as good, but he did score on his debut. He got 4 points for that, so that's pretty decent. And combined, the 2 players got 13 points in total. So we fell 2 points short of being able to get ourselves a silver player, but if we want to, we can use our coins to get a new bronze player. And as you can see, it was a pretty controlled game in this one. We played far better. I probably should have scored a couple more goals, really. Had my finishing been better, I probably would have done. But we got the win. Fair play to the guy for sticking around as well. Got himself a consolation goal too, which is good. So, really good to see. But we get ourselves the 3 points. We're off to a winning start. The perfect way to begin Carrasco v Niang. And that will end the first episode of Carrasco v Niang as well, guys. So I want to say a massive thank you for watching. I really do hope you have enjoyed it. Right now, you'll see on the screen the stats of the 2 players after the first game. And of course, don't forget that this will continue to be updated at the end of every episode, so you can see who is currently on top in the player battle. I'm so excited for the future of this series, and I really hope you guys are as well. So please do consider leaving a like if you did enjoy the first episode. Likes only take a second to leave, and they really do help the channel grow as well. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic Sunday, and I'll see you for the second episode of Carrasco v Niang very soon.